How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Tim, almost 4,300 people here. What was that kind of experience like?
Was that how many people came? Wow,
A little
that's
under, yeah.
that's fantastic.
Call the
That blew away our estimates. I mean, we knew we were going to have a fantastic crowd, but 4,300. That'll fill up one side of the stadium, or at least partially. Certainly the supporter section, but it means a lot to the club after what these fans have gone through over the last sort of 2 years, and for it to culminate, at least at this point, in the groundbreaking. It was a fantastic day. Obviously, we have a ways to go before the stadium is completed, but it was really symbolic of where this city's heading, and we feel like the design of the stadium represents a modern, vibrant Columbus, and we want to, as a club, shepherd the city into a global stage, and we certainly did that today with this event and our support. The Haslam and Edwards families were pivotal to where we are today. So just an exciting future, and we have a year to go. We're going to take this off season to strengthen the roster. But today obviously bodes well for the future of this club.
Was there any concern you guys would not have the land by this time?
No, not really. I mean, as a lawyer, I never say until things are signed that they're done. But what I would say is I think the way this community came together to support this team, you knew something would get done. So it was great to work with NRI and the city on the land. Everyone was cordial, and I think everyone appreciated each other's positions. And but we're excited today, obviously earlier, to announce that the contingencies were waived, and we'll be securing the land by the end of the month.
Can you disclose any of those contingencies?
I'm sorry, can't today.
Where do you stand in terms of next steps in terms of construction or season tickets, those type of things?
Yeah. Obviously, we have our wait list deposit that starts for the 2021 season. But what I would say is I'm focused on 2020 and our business staff of, hey, can we fill the last year of Mafra and have more fans there than we had this year, and to break more records. This year we broke a lot of records, especially in terms of season ticket members, but how can we take it to a whole new level next year and get to 10,000 or 11,000 season ticket members? And so we're asking the community to come together and champion soccer and be a part of what we are even before we finish building this stadium, right? Because we know it's going to be electric down here, but really excited about what we're going to do next year on the field. And I want to make sure that we have a great feeling going into the new stadium in 2021.
As this project enters a new phase, what's the status? Dr. Pete and Dee mentioned that you guys are far along on the Mafra Site. Where does that stand with working with the city, with the Expo Center, with the designs of what that looks like?
Yeah, so obviously in terms of our footprint, we'll expand on Mafra. So we're working with the city and state and county to make sure that the land is zoned appropriately, to make sure we can design and finish the designs in a way that marry and really meet the standard of what we need as a professional sports club, right? So it's coming along nicely. It's on track to be open by 2021 as well. But I'm really excited because the training ground and the community sports park, it's really where the culture is set on a daily basis. It's where our offices will be. It's where hopefully fans will be able to come out and see what's happening, not just on the training ground, but participate on what's happening at the community sports park.
Moving the training ground from Obetz to the old stadium site, what does that do for the team itself?
First let me talk about Obetz. They've been great partners in that field ever since I've known the club. Has been one of the first in Major League Soccer to have a sort of soccer-specific sports ground. So still they have great fields, and they've been very, very good partners to us. As we move into this new era of the club, it's important that we have a world-class training facility. We need to understand our strengths as a club. It's going to be obviously our stadium and training ground will be integral to that. Players need to want to come here. We're going to attract players from all over the world, South America, Asia, Europe, and they have to understand where they're going to live their life every day, and that's the importance of the training ground. We want to make sure that the training ground has the best technology in the league, is at the forefront of everything we're doing on the analytics side. We got to make sure that it has the appropriate video technology, hydrotherapy, sports science. All of these things go into creating a world-class environment And then lastly, it's an important place for our club to come together, eat and break bread every day in the cafeteria. So again, no detail is going to go overlooked with our ownership group and our management staff to make sure this is a world-class venue.
Tim, as the guy who builds the crew roster, I know you want to be as good as possible as soon as possible, but the importance of building toward a 2021 season that's special on the field, how do you view that?
You scout really well. You know what your strengths and weaknesses are of the current team. You build off the strong core of players that we currently have. But you go out and find the best players you can with the budget that you have. And we're fortunate to have the support of ownership that our budget will increase. And I'm excited about where we're at. We're well underway in identifying players that hopefully will be some of the best players on the pitch or in the league. I'm excited. It's probably too early to really talk about anyone specifically, but the process that we've put in place over this past 10 months is different and will produce results if we're true to our scouting templates and if we work together, Caleb, Pat, myself, and the ownership. It'll produce a good result, and it'll be something. The players will be something that fans are proud of. And it'll help us win games and championships.